What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. We are live this morning at the 7 a.m. hour. Well, I guess it's 7:02 now. But listen, we got our picks this morning. Joining us is none other than Finsanity 5. What's going on?
Good morning. How are you?
Wake up, wake up. I can hear you still sleep.
Good morning. How are you, TD? Like you don't even do the
There
song
you
anymore. That normally wakes me up, but
uh
it's
well,
early. Like
well, good morning to you. Um, First, before I get started, Insanity, I wanted to say special
mhm.
shout out to Joe Burrow and Trevor Lawrence for showing us last night how a young quarterback with flaws is still supposed to conduct themselves on the football field. What did you think about their performances last night?
Without throwing shade to our young quarterback,
What?
they looked like they looked good. I like the play calling, to be honest.
Mm,
They allowed each quarterback to go out there and take their shots and be aggressive. But I mean, both team had a running game that was working. I mean, Joe Mixon came on late in the second half, and that's when you saw the Bengals get their offense going. But Two is our quarterback. I'm not throwing shade at them. Both of those young guys look good, but I mean, come on, they were playing each other. A lot of people, don't see the Bengals, making the playoffs. They're 3-1 now. I think like long averages, once they start playing some of their divisional opponents, we'll see what they're truly made of. I know they beat the Steelers last week, which was a good win, but Big Ben is what he is. The Steelers were hurt defensively, so they had, what's the name? And Burrow has weapons. Like you talk about Boyd, you talk about Chase finally showing up. I mean, like whoever got him in fantasy kind of maybe got the steal of the draft because they took
mm.
a chance on that kid and he is actually showing up and putting up numbers each and every week for whoever owns them in fantasy. And you still got Joe Mixon, who can be utilized. But I'm telling you, TD,
Mm.
if Joe Mixon is out, I don't know how you recover in fantasy. And I might have pulled off
All
one of
right,
the greatest
now
trades in fantasy history. A lot of
you
people don't know how the backdoor dealing I was doing to get what
you
I got.
you want that to be the case, but
No,
Joe
I
Mix.
no, I want you in the playoffs. I really do.
Yeah, I know. Listen, he tweaked his ankle. I keep telling you
Hey,
that it's not a
I
big
mean, I
deal.
mean, yeah,
But at the same
one
token,
fractured.
he
Like what was that? DJ Chark fractured his, so waddled
oh, his
away.
is officially fractured.
Yeah, I think he's out indefinitely. So,
Mm.
but I'll tell you this: waddled away. Don't sleep on waddled away. He still has a lot of great options for a flex on his bench, so he'll be okay.
He
You
ain't
losing
got
Mixon,
nothing.
I don't know how you come back from that.
Why do
I
you
mean,
keep saying Miss Mixon? He got a tweaked ankle. He's fine. He'll
I'm
be
just
playing
listen,
next week.
TD. He has a history of injuries and being out. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but this is a
Just
this is a
saying.
minor one, so we're
I'm just
good.
saying. He's not injury prone. He's just prone to injury.
Yeah, well, I'll give you that.
King Wheels to the Bengals are better than us.
Who said that?
King Wheel, he's going crazy. That boy crazy.
They're not better than us, but
That boy
they
crazy.
getting better quarterback play than us. I'll say
King,
that.
yeah, King Wheel. Thank you for waking me up. That's what I needed.
Mm.
I
Somebody
needed that
said,
now.
"How does the Bengals online look better than ours?" You sure their quarterback ain't making them look better?
Stop.
I still seen Joe Burrow tonight. Joe Burrow running last night away from pressure. Am I tripping? I'm just saying.
I'm
Anyway,
here to do
man.
picks.
Yeah, we gonna do. See, she don't want to talk about the truth, y'all. She
What?
want to shy away from the truth. All right, man. We'll get into these picks since Insanity don't want to talk about the truth. Truth hurts these days. But Bengals beat the Jags. Moving forward though, we got a
Mm-hmm,
lot of games coming up.
mm-hmm.
The first game is the Washington football team versus the Atlanta Falcons. What do you think about that one?
I think that's the game no one's going to watch except for Washington football fans and Atlanta Falcon fans.
Hmm.
I think it's going to be um, a horrible game. Um, Ironically, though, I don't know why. And I'm going to beat myself up because everyone knows you don't pick Atlanta. You don't.
Wow, you gonna do that?
Everything in my life is saying, Jasmine, you know better. Insanity, you know better. Um,
But this is the type of game that they'd win.
mm,
Mm.
and I'm gonna take Atlanta. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I feel so bad saying that. It don't even sound right coming out my mouth. Like, yeah, I'm gonna take Atlanta. Like, yeah. Um, Now give me Washington. I wrote down Atlanta last night because I kind of stayed up and tried to think about it. But I'm gonna take Washington. Yeah.
I'm gonna
You know
take
better.
the Atlanta Falcons to win this game.
Mm-hmm.
Matty Ice is about to put some work in. I am actually hoping that Heineke has a bad game,
Mm-hmm.
so Washington can go ahead and send us that second round pick
Mm-hmm.
for Tua Tagovailoa. We can get some compensation for Tua,
Uh-huh.
which will be a steal. He might be worth the third rounder right now, but getting that second round pick would be beautiful, and so we can
Hmm.
go ahead and send that over to Houston with our
I,
three
I
first.
don't like the correlations I'm starting to see between Josh Allen and Tua as far as their career paths. Um,
Correlation. Who said that there's a correlation?
I'm just saying we got Josh for a second after 1 year, right?
What do you mean?
When we got Josh, when we got not Josh Allen, Josh Rosen.
Oh, okay,
Sorry, my
okay.
bad, my bad to the Bills fans out there. Josh Rosen.
Yeah, I don't see the same correlation either. But that brings up Josh Allen because I don't see the
Mm-hmm.
correlation between them two either. Because Josh Allen struggled his first few years, but it wasn't underwhelming like this though. But anyway, I
Josh
got to
Allen
watch.
was Josh Allen just ran a lot. Don't do that.
Yeah,
You
but
got
he made
him.
plays. That's what it's about. It's not just about not throwing interceptions.
Anyway, who do you have for the first game? Two is our
So
quarterback.
I have what? Well, we know he's our quarterback for at least a few more days. But I got Atlanta in this game.
Okay, hold up. So we're going against each other in that one. Okay.
Oh
Hey,
man.
Calvin Ridley can get off. Then hey, we'll see. I'm just banking on Washington's defense to show up
All right,
finally.
Atlanta's gonna win this game finally. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to the next one. Houston Texans versus the Buffalo Bills. What do you got?
Seriously, you
No,
want
I'm just
Buffalo?
saying. Oh, you got Buffalo. We both have Buffalo because we want Houston to continue to feel the pain so that they can go ahead and pull the trigger on Monday morning. But yeah, this is a
Is that the
handed.
only reason why you have Buffalo? Because you what? You want
Yeah,
Houston
I
to
can't
feel
stand.
pain?
I never picked them bums, but I'll give them this one. All right. Basically, Buffalo is actually going to be hurting themselves by winning because they're going to end up having they're going to have the best quarterback come over to the Miami Dolphins in the AFC East. So it's going down.
Which
It's in New York. It's in New
hey,
York.
hey,
Mm-hmm.
the last time Buffalo knocked out, I'm not saying two was knocked out, but knocked out um, a team starting quarterback, a dynasty was created. So who knows? Who knows,
Mm.
TD? You might be you
On to
might have
something.
something in the water there.
You
Buffalo
know.
might just be that curse, but I doubt it. I don't think Buffalo being Houston means that we get Watson any faster
Oh, you'll see.
if we get him. Hmm?
You'll see. You'll see.
Oh yeah,
You'll see.
you've been on it.
Don't worry.
2 years to the day that he gets traded. Let's go.
Oh my gosh. You're not a two and near. You're not gonna leave the team if he leaves. All right.
I like yo, we keep doing this. I created the word, but you feel
Listen.
like you have the right to define the word. Like let's just what's the next game? Because I'm not doing this with you all day. Let's go.
Lions versus the Chicago Bears. This is
I,
gonna be an interesting one.
I cried about this one. Um I got Detroit.
Yeah, me too. They're
Oh,
0-3 though. They can't find the
they
win.
listen, they got lucky they got unlucky last week. Baltimore
Baltimore, yeah.
scored granted, Baltimore hitting that 66-yard field goal saved my parlay,
Crazy.
but Derrick Henry ruined it, so we're not going to talk about that. Um, But I think with Jamal Williams, they're pretty decent. They still got DeAndre Swift. Golf
Mhm.
is okay, but I mean, I think they can get it done against a Chicago team that looks like they're in limbo with the quarterback position.
Trying to figure it out.
Yeah,
Me too.
let's
I
go
think.
Detroit.
Yeah, I got the Lions. Excuse me. Chicago's still just trying, like you said, just trying to figure it out on their young quarterback Fields. We don't know what he's going to be yet. Keeping our eyes on that situation, and they are starting Fields now, right?
He's the coach said it's up in air. Like he said, Foles could
Oh
start,
Lord. So they
Dalton
need to
could
go ahead
start,
and
Fields
they
could
need to
start,
solidify who it's going to be, and that's
and
their issue.
Mascot could start at this point. Some people said
Hmm.
some people said Matt Nagy's out here really out here trying to get fired, like with the decisions he's making. Like I don't know. It
Just
doesn't.
start the kid. You won't get fired. It's
Um,
ridiculous. You won't get fired if you
did
just
you see
start
his
the kid.
performance last week?
It doesn't matter. I mean, you got to find out whether you got your guy or not. Throw him in the fire. It ain't like you gonna go to the playoffs this year.
I wish that what was that guy's name? Last tribe of Judah.
Mm.
I wonder how he feels right now about his quarterback. He's
Mm.
talking a lot of crap after a preseason game. Anyway, who we got next?
You know what? You're right. I can't. You just reminded me. Ooh, I should pay him a visit. But we got the Cowboys and the Panthers. Now this is gonna be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
It's in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas 2-1. The Panthers are three
Yeah.
and zero.
Mm-hmm.
Who you with?
Um. Wow. Did I even write? Oh, dang it. Where's my list at? I have Dallas. I know I have Dallas on here
Mm.
somewhere. I have Dallas. Even though who was it? Whoever had Ezekiel Elliott wouldn't trade me him in fantasy.
Hmm.
Um, and then I think I have a deal in principle right now to maybe go out and acquire Dak. I got to see what I'm willing to do with my fantasy roster because it's going to cost me a lot to get a little. But
Mm.
I do need a quarterback, as you can see. Everyone out there, my only two options right now are Brissett and Ben Roethlisberger. So if you know somebody that's willing to trade one of their backup quarterbacks, holla at me. And I do not want Jameis Winston.
I keep
But
trying to give you Wentz, but you won't. You won't.
no.
That's all right. You don't
Why
have
would
to
I
say.
take Wentz on the week that he's playing the Dolphins? That makes no sense to me. But no, I have Dallas. I feel like their offense is just really potent, and that defense seems to be trying to put some stuff together, albeit it was against a horrible Philadelphia Eagles team. But Trayvon Diggs looks like he's legit. Michael Parsons is going out there and looking legit with getting pressure and stuff, which is something Dallas hasn't been able to do um, for a little bit consistently.
Mm.
So give me Dallas. There's no McCaffrey. I got Chuba Hubbard as my flex. So hopefully he can give me some fantasy points. But other than that, I don't care about what Carolina's going to do. Dallas is going to be home and they're going to put on a show. Let's go.
I'm
Love you, Uncle
shocked.
Kev.
I'm shocked. We're
What?
talking about
That's Hill's team. I gotta go with my girl.
Yeah, I'm going with Carolina in this game. They're
Of
gonna
course you would.
upset the Dallas Cowboys because everybody's raving about how great Dak Prescott has played, but
Mm-hmm.
nobody's talking about how well Sam Darnold has played. Sam Darnold has the same touchdown to interception ratio as Dak Prescott. Sam Darnold has roughly almost is similar completion percentage. And guess what? Sam Darnold has more passing yards than Dak Prescott at this point of the season. You said no McCaffrey. I get that. That's going to be the strong point for the Dallas Cowboys running the ball. But I think from a receiving standpoint,
TD,
more is going to go off.
TD,
Uh huh.
are you seriously doing this? They've played the Jets and the Texans respectively, and then you can maybe sprinkle in what they did to the Saints. But like, come on now.
You make a good point. I got Dallas in this game.
No, no, no. Take
no,
Carolina.
no. You know
Ah,
what? You know what? I forgot who they played, and I've been telling everybody. So all these people who want to use Sam Darnold as an example of, see, sometimes it's just the team. They ain't play nobody but bums. If Sam Darnold shows up and shows out versus the Dallas
no, you
Cowboys,
can't do this to me.
then I'll start giving them a little bit of credit. But
You
you
can't
know
do it.
what?
I'm trying to. I'm trying to
No,
beat you. You said Dallas.
If Sam Darnold look like a bum, I don't want to hear nothing from nobody because y'all try to find y'all excuses. And this guy, he actually finna look trash. I just thought
The
about it. He
Panthers
did.
actually have a favorable schedule, like in the first half. Like a lot of people don't know that they really don't have too many tough games. If you like really
Yeah.
go out and look at their schedule, so Sam Darnold should look good this year, should be. But when you take away Christian McCaffrey, you're taking away that run game and that run threat. So now they don't have to load a box completely. Chuba Hubbard has to go out there and show them why they still have to load that box, why they still have to honor that run game. He didn't look like too phenomenal when he filled in for Christian McCaffrey. Like he got a couple yards here, a couple yards there. But hopefully for fantasy this week, a lot of they ease up on the box a little bit so he can eat early for me, give me a couple touchdowns or maybe one. I'll be happy with one. Chuba Hubbard. I'm riding with him until McCaffrey get back.
Yeah, you wasting your time.
Nah.
They're not gonna run the ball. They are not gonna run the ball on Dallas. No, I don't see that happening. Dallas wins this game impressively. Sam Darnold goes back to seeing ghosts. I tried to talk good about him, but I forgot about who they played. He go back to seeing ghosts, and then I tell all these people who make excuses, don't ever use this man as an example again. Now he ball out, you got a point. We'll see. Time always tells. Woohoo.
You a flopper, yo. You a flip flopper.
Hey, as long as I get it, long as I get it right.
What's the next game?
All right. So the next game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got the. Wait, hold on. All right, Miami Dolphins and Indianapolis Colts. We'll wait. Save that one for last.
Okay.
All right, we got the Browns and Vikings.
Oh, I was really excited about this one. And you're gonna hate me.
I ain't gonna hate you. I know you better not pick them just because you got Thielen.
Well, wait, Thielen about to eat.
Or
nah,
Nick,
Cleveland quiet.
You got Nick Chubb too, so
yeah. This game to me, it really comes down to if Dalvin Cook will be out there. I'm going to take Cleveland because I just like their defense more. I haven't had a chance to really watch Minnesota and see what their defense has done. Now mind y'all, I was making these picks at like, what time did you get off your stream? Like midnight, 2 a.m. in the morning, something like that. So I'm gonna take Cleveland. I don't say that confidently. I wrote down Minnesota. Just being fully transparent and honest, but I think Cleveland's defense can make it interesting. This is about do I trust Baker that much? Because when I try to think, like, well, you got Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. Give me Cleveland, yeah. If all else fails, just run it.
They're gonna have to play good defense because the Vikings know how to put up points. First game of the season, they lost to the Bengals. They put up 24. Then they lost to the Cardinals. They put up 33 and still lost. And they beat the Seattle Seahawks and put up 30. So they're averaging about 28.5 points a game. So they're putting points up. I just, and their defense look better versus Seattle. Or Seattle may just not be that good this year. I'm not sure.
Seattle doesn't have a defense.
Why they don't have a defense?
Because they had to pay Russell. And they haven't been able, and then they let go of that cornerback, Griffin. They let go of him. He was playing last night for Jacksonville. Respectfully, his brother's on our practice squad.
But they couldn't afford him.
Stop it, because listen, you're asking our team.
No, I'm just saying we got a window though. Go get it. We got a window.
Yes. Okay. We'll see. We'll see.
And what I'm asking to go get ain't even as expensive as Russell. The way the contract is set up. We got a window
right now. Okay.
Yeah, go get it. They got theirs. I got the Browns in this game. Yeah, I just think they.
You got the Browns.
Done. Yeah, I'm gonna pick.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and take Minnesota. Put me down for Minnesota.
Why you wanna go against me every time? You said you got the Browns.
I'm going with Minnesota.
All right,
Listen, if
I'll go with
Dalvin Cook, no,
Minnesota.
if Dalvin Cook plays,
No,
I'll go with Minnesota. If
listen, I'm
Dalvin Cook
going
doesn't
Browns.
play, give me Cleveland. How about that? Because we
I'm
don't
going
know the
Browns.
status, huh?
I'm gonna go with the Browns. Now Kirk Cousins has been on fire. The man already got 918 yards.
Mhm.
More than Dak, more touchdowns than Dak. Um, he's been on fire. I haven't even noticed that. He's really been on fire.
Happy
So,
birthday, Colin.
happy birthday, Colin. TD, it's my birthday, 10/1/01. Ooh, 20 years old. That's what's up, man. Enjoy. Congratulations, man. See here.
All right,
One at
what's the next
Gators. The
game? I gotta
Dolphins
get over
won.
here. I gotta get past this Minnesota pick.
Yeah, because that's a bad pick. Saints and Giants. Think this is an
uh,
easy one. The Giants are just trash.
the Giants just don't have Saquon back all the way healthy.
They still trash, regardless. They're
But
just
yeah, I gotta
terrible.
go. I gotta go Saints, just because of their defense and the pressure that they can get
Yeah,
and their corners. So
I'm going Saints
yeah,
as well. I don't see the Giants doing any better than the Patriots did whatsoever. That's an easy one for me. Um,
okay.
next one,
Uh-huh.
Tennessee, and the Jets.
I was gonna come in here and troll you and give you 20 different reasons why the Jets could win this, but then I realized I'm a Dolphins fan and Jets suck. So that was real easy for me. Jets suck.
You can't come up with one reason why the Jets
Jets suck.
win.
Fins up.
Oh my gosh.
It won't even be close. It's Tennessee all the way.
Yeah, Derrick Henry gonna eat. Tannehill gonna eat. I mean, this is just gonna be a
Hey,
onslaught. I see
hey,
a 30-point victory.
hey. You know what's crazy though?
Hmm?
And I was really thinking this, TD.
Don't lie to
You
yourself.
you could have had probably the best running back matchup. Like had you made it to like the championship game in fantasy, you would have had Derrick Henry going up against the Miami Dolphins run defense. Now I'm
I
not
don't need
saying
Derrick Henry.
I'm saying we gonna stop them now. Hindsight, it's 2020. We know what should happen when Derrick Henry comes in here. But I don't think Derrick Henry's had like too many good games against us, correct?
What do you mean come in here? We going on the road. That game in Tennessee.
TD, won't you be in Tennessee for that
I'm
game? Aren't you going down
well,
there to support your quarterback?
depending on these COVID numbers. And yeah, I'm going to support Watson beat up on Tannehill all day.
Hey Hill, TD tried to bet against Dallas,
You
but
a snitch.
I talked some sense into him. She was gonna
You
run the tape back
you
anyway.
is a snitch of
That's my
all
girl. I got her.
snitches.
That's my sis.
No, I didn't, baby. You know I bet it on your team. All right. Y'all hit that like button. Um, no, Tennessee takes this one easily.
Mm,
Next game, Chiefs
poor Richie.
Eagles.
Chiefs. Why? Why are we discussing that?
Can you believe the Chiefs are already 1-2?
Yes, I can believe that.
Terrible.
Every team is going to give them their best shot. Um, they had some turnover issues against the Chargers, and we're still in that game.
Who kept turning the ball over?
Uh, well, technically, the turnovers go to Mahomes,
Yeah,
respectfully, but a lot of those balls, other than the no look one that he threw, the
yeah.
one a
He
lot
give
of
you
those in
one of
the
them a
end zone
game.
were tipped. Then they had some fumbles, but you know what? It
Anything
goes back
tipped
to
is
the
on the quarterback.
Dolphins. It literally goes back to the Dolphins when we would get in the red zone or on the Buffalo side of the field and we make some stupid mistake. Sometimes, I mean, granted, they didn't go out there and get beat 35 nothing like we did, but
Don't
respectfully, um,
worry, our quarterback on the way. We ain't gonna get beat like
yeah,
that
he
for
coming off of IR. He on the way. He coming off of IR.
Saturday. We do not have Tyrod Taylor. So what are you talking about?
Leave me alone.
All
But
right.
no, I think the Chiefs bounce back.
Mm.
I think Philly's in for a rude awakening this week. If getting punched in the face by Dallas wasn't bad enough, they're really going to be like hey, what are the Dolphins bidding? We are willing to double it, triple it, quadruple it at this point. Because what the Chiefs are about to go into Philly and do is about to have riots.
Philly is about to shock the world, and the sky is going to fall for the Chiefs, and panic mode will set in.
You got Philly?
Yep, put it down.
You done lost your darn mind.
Watch what happened this weekend.
Yeah, watch Tyron Matthew.
The
I
Chiefs are
mean,
going to go in panic mode when they go start the season 1-3. It's going to be
excuse me.
straight panic mode. They're going in panic mode.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding. They might even miss the playoffs.
Oh, cheating.
Okay. Y'all gonna
Stop.
see.
Stop.
Y'all gonna see.
Stop. A lot of these teams' records, like really, like if you think about it, the Dolphins are like I think one of the few teams who had like 2 divisional games in the first 3, and nothing but conference teams. Like so, like you said, our front half is heavy loaded, but that back half you're going to see laws of averages. You know what's the name? The Chiefs, they have a first place schedule, so yeah, they're going to play some tough teams, but
They gonna miss the
there's
playoffs, Insanity.
but you know what? Andy Reid might not be on the sideline this week.
He
So,
wasn't making no difference. Mahomes do what he
but
want to
they're
do
going to
anyway.
go out there and beat the Eagles for letting
Okay.
go of
Watch
Andy Reid.
watch
They're
this,
going to go
Insanity.
out there. This is the Andy Reid game. Everyone talking about Tom Brady going back. Of course, that's big. That's a bigger story, obviously. But I think what the Chiefs are going to try to do to Philly, it it's 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 gonna be horrible. And this is coming from a South Jersey girl who hates Eagles fans.
Mm.
I really do, with a passion.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you why they gonna miss the playoffs. They already got 2 losses. Let's say
Mm-hmm.
they beat the Eagles. Okay, they beat the Eagles. They play the Bills. They probably gonna
Mm-hmm.
take a 3rd loss.
No, they're
They
not.
they beat Washington. They play
You think the
Tennessee.
Bills have figured out the Chiefs? Don't do that.
The Chiefs are not the same team people think. Why you think they got desperate and went and got a receiver? I'm telling y'all. So they're gonna
They
lose
went
to
and
the.
replaced the loss of Sammy Watkins. What are you
It don't
talking
matter.
about?
It don't matter. They trash. You gonna see. They gonna miss the playoffs. They're gonna lose
The
to the
Eagles don't
Bills.
have the secondary, but okay, go ahead.
They're gonna lose to the Bills. They're gonna lose to the Titans. They're gonna lose to Green Bay. They're gonna lose to the Raiders.
They're
They're
gonna
gonna
lose to the
lose to the.
Titans.
They go.
TD.
Let me finish my list. They're gonna lose to the Bills. They're gonna lose to the Titans. They're gonna lose to Green Bay. They're gonna lose to Las Vegas Raiders. They're gonna lose to the
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys. They're gonna lose to the Raiders again, and the Chargers gonna beat them again. And that's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be 7 more losses on top of the 2 they already got. They losing 9 games. Mark my words. You're gonna see 9 games. They got the toughest schedule in the NFL. They're gonna have to play.
As they should.
I'm telling you, they're gonna lose. Like they could. I said they're gonna lose nine games, and they can win 3 of the ones that I said and still miss the playoffs.
Okay.
You're gonna see. I'm telling you.
Okay.
They not Herbert gonna eat as he gets better, and they play them close to the end of the season. The only chance they got to make the playoffs, they got to beat the Raiders twice. They're not gonna beat the Cowboys. They're not gonna beat the Titans or the Bills. Y'all gonna
You don't,
see.
you
Y'all
don't
gonna
think that?
see.
See, you really trying to make me and my sis go to war.
They barely beat the Browns at the beginning of the season. Barely.
Mm-hmm. Barely.
They had to come all the way back.
Mm-hmm.
They lost to the Ravens. They lost
Mm-hmm.
to the Chargers. I'm
Mm-hmm.
telling y'all, people done figured them out. And yeah, they going to win some games, but
Mm-hmm.
it ain't the same. As that team's talent starts to lessen,
Mm-hmm.
we'll see how effective Patrick Mahomes is. Y'all mark my words.
Okay.
So, y'all don't worry, you're going to see.
Listen, if they don't make a playoffs, it means it opens up a spot for us. So I mean, I don't care personally. Like this is not something like I really want to spend too much time
Oh, we win in the AFC.
arguing.
We win in the
But
AFC.
huh?
We win in the AFC.
We went. I believe it, TD. I believe
Yeah.
it.
He's
So
on the
you
way,
have
ladies
Philly,
and gentlemen.
but you have Philly. That's what you. That's what you going with.
No, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
No, because I really.
I
crossed that.
gave him the Philly game. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs, but I'm telling y'all, they're in trouble. Y'all gonna see. Shout out to all the Dolphin fans watching right now. Help is on the way. Just want y'all to know that.
Yeah, he's coming off IR.
It's on the way. However you want to look at it, help is on the way.
Go ahead. What's the next game? Because
Um, Cardinals versus the Rams.
Woohoo!
3-0 matchup. The battle of the undefeateds.
The battle of the NFC West.
Yeah.
Because this pretty much is going to decide who's going to win that. Um,
Mm.
as much as I love Baby Yoda and watching him run around, it gives me great joy. D Hop is not 100% healthy, and he's going up against Jalen Ramsey. So that makes Jalen Ramsey's day a tad bit easier. I'm gonna go with the Rams just for their defense, to be
Christian
honest.
Kirk. Christian Kirk. Thank you for that, by the way.
Oh, listen, I tried to tell you. I wasn't trying to jip you on a trade.
Yeah, you trying to rob people in the fantasy league. But who you
Oh
got?
yeah.
You got the Rams or
I'm
the
I'm
Cardinals?
I'm going with the Rams just for, to be honest, their defense. I think both teams have potent offenses,
Mm.
but if I had to like really hang my hat on it, the Rams have a better front. And Cooper Cup is out there getting not finally getting some type of recognition for his wide receiver play. I was really sad when I didn't get him. I was really trying to like sneak him, like backdoor him in, but
Cooper
someone
Cup.
got him. Someone actually has like a Stafford and Cup combination in our fantasy league, and I'm like, that could really come back and bite us
Mm.
for us letting that happen. TD, I blame you, but I'm gonna go with the Rams just for Mr. Spacely. If you go back and you watch this is for Mr. Spacely. I'm going with the Rams. And who that dude over there on the Not for Debate podcast? Me and him, we always go at it, but I'm gonna take your Rams this time.
I'm gonna go with the Rams too. Kyler Murray
Hater,
already.
you
Ky-
swear
Kyler Murray already has 4 interceptions
you don't
to
like no
7 touchdowns.
controversy.
He's on pace for over 20 interceptions this season. I'm gonna have to go with the Rams. Let me ask you a question, Sandy, about the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of draft? What did they give up to get Golf?
To get golf,
I mean,
nothing.
not Golf. I'm tripping. Hey, I don't know why I'm running a blank here.
Stafford.
Yes, their quarterback. Sorry, please forgive me.
Didn't they like basically really just swap quarterbacks? There might have been some other picks in there, but I don't remember off the top of my head. But I know that they've. Let's just say this: the Rams. I don't even know when the Rams have a first round draft pick. Um, Roberto said 3 1s. I believe. I'm done.
No, I think they did. I think that's what it was.
Really?
Yeah, hold on. I gotta look this up.
So they
Um,
gave up golf and 3 1s.
hold
Someone
on. Let
said
me
two first.
Matthew Stafford trade. Let's see. All right, Rams sends 2 first round picks. Well, 2 first round picks, a third round pick, and Jared Goff to the Lions for QB. Wow. Like this, like y'all have to ask yourself, what was Jared Goff worth himself? What do you think about that, Fincenti? Like, how much do you think Jared Goff was
I don't
worth?
think it was worth anything, especially with that contract that they gave him. I think it was worth.
He's
No,
worth at least
no,
a
because
first
no,
round pick.
no, because he's one of those quarterbacks who got to shine slightly off of the back of a running back. Because people forget, like, oh my gosh, if there was
Hold
ever
on.
a running back that could have possibly been like compared to possibly one of the greats before Derrick Henry emerged on the scene, God bless Todd Gurley's knees, because that man was phenomenal that year. And as
Mm-hmm.
soon as he goes down, as soon as his knees start aching, we see what Jared Goff truly was. Nothing.
So,
And
so
that's what
what?
Cooper Cup, Robert Woods, Brandon Cooks, like let's just keep naming the people that they kept bringing in there for Jared Goff. Waste of talent. That's what he was. Trash. If you want to call a quarterback trash, if there was ever a quarterback with a defense behind him, if you ever wanted to call a QB trash, it was Jared Goff. And I'm only saying this because I had him in fantasy one year and he let me freaking down. So yeah, I have a lot of problems with Jared Goff. And the fact that someone really tried to trade me
Man.
Jared Goff for freaking Aaron Jones still pisses me off to this day. What a freaking waste. You had such a great team around you and you did nothing with it. Nothing. I'm
How does he look
sorry.
at? How does he look in Detroit?
He look all right.
He look all right, or he look like a starting quarterback in Detroit?
He looked like Jared Goff.
Man, he looked better. He looked better in Detroit. You know it. Um,
He has Jamal Williams out there balling, and he has DeAndre Swift out there balling. Stop it.
he okay. I'm just saying.
I'll tell you one thing. Who has a better situation right now?
No, I
Stafford.
get. I mean, you're
And
right.
what is he? And what has he done with one offensive season? Sean McVay. I will say this: they they did something smart because with where they're going to be picking now, it won't even matter. I
So
mean, they'll get what's her name back next year. And this is with what losing 2 running backs because they lost Cam Akers, and then it looks like Henderson might be out. So now they're with Sony Michelle. Shout out to the Rams
here's
for
but
for putting everything in the middle of the table.
here's my question though about that. I'm really
Mm-hmm.
trying to get your thought, like real talk. Put a value behind it. If a team was just to trade for Golf, just straight up, how much would a team have to pay for Golf?
I mean, I think that they would have got like a second or third rounder for him. I don't think he was rushed the first because he's coming with a big, hefty contract that he doesn't deserve.
No, I get the contract. So let's just go worst case scenario, a 3rd round pick, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in essence, the team gave up 2 firsts,
Mm-hmm.
and 2 third round picks for him. So with Houston asking for 3 firsts,
Oh my
a
gosh.
second. No, I'm just saying. So would you send an additional first and a second for Deshaun Watson? I mean, when you look at it that way, that's not much at all. If this is what it costs for Matthew Stafford, help is on the way. Help is on the way, ladies and gentlemen.
If we being honest, you know how I feel about the whole Watson situation.
Yeah.
He has a 2 and near. You know how I feel about it. Mm-hmm. I'm all about the team and the team getting better. You know, I didn't cry when Bobby left because we got better at the safety position. I may have thought about it and pondered, but yeah, I would personally, like I said, whatever this franchise decides to do, I'm still a Dolphins fan. That's not going to change. I'm not going to be up in arms, protesting, boycotting games, because at the end of the day,
my only thing is people make this argument: you're going to deplete the team, you're going to give up all your assets. Now, look at Matthew Stafford now. Mm-hmm. Look at what he's over there doing. And they gave up the farm for him. They gave up the future picks for him. This is what it's about, ladies and gentlemen. You're not gonna lose out on your team. You got to go get your guy.
Well, I think some people are thinking about, like, hypothetically, like, what if, you know, like if some of our players are like involved in the trade. I think that's what they're concerned about.
Who cares? They're not a part of the 3-year future anyway. You think, okay, is X going to be on this roster 3 years from now?
No.
I mean, you could go down the line.
But
whoever.
We have a QB. His name is Tua Tagovailoa. Derek is not coming. Stop waiting on Derek to come. He's not coming.
Derek?
His name is Derek. His mama named him Derek. I'm gonna call him Derek.
Okay.
His name is Derek. Go look it up. His name is Derek. So we got Tua. I don't know how to pronounce his first name completely, so we're gonna go with Tua Tagovailoa. And when he comes back, he's gonna have a very easy schedule.
We know
our defense should be able to keep a lot of these teams at bay. And hopefully we can open up some things for Gaskins. I would love to see Gaskins truly being utilized, especially for you and your fantasy team, because God forbid Joe Mixon is really out for a while. You would need Gaskins to finally show up. But
Gaskins going to show up as soon as the help comes. It's on the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Stop.
It's on the way.
Stop.
It's on the way for Sanity. You're going to have to come to face reality. You have to face reality. That man could be playing right now. Anyway, let's move on because we don't
Thank
want to
you.
talk about the reason why he really on IR. Um,
Stop it.
we're trying to protect that second round pick, y'all, that we're gonna get for him. Anyway, next game.
Mm-hmm.
Seahawks 49ers. It's an interesting one to me.
I got Seahawks.
Me too, but they gotta figure it out.
They don't have a defense.
They gotta figure it out, man.
There's nothing to figure out. They don't have a defense. It's all on Russ.
And Carson, who's on my fantasy team too. Um,
Uh,
they gotta figure it out though. Seattle 1-2. Like they go up in games and then they lose somehow. It's like ridiculous. They gotta figure it out. San Francisco, what do you think about them this year with Jimmy G?
um, I think I've only seen the one game. They have some red zone issues from what I saw in the last game that they played. I do like that they're starting to look at for a Brandon Ayuk, who's on my bench right now. So hopefully he can get moved up off the bench in fantasy if they start going to him. That's why I really don't care. Um, yeah, another team whose running back is down again. Mostert. Wow, sorry for him. He had a heck of a playoff run that one year when they got beat.
Mm.
Sorry for them about that. The quarterback couldn't make a single throw. Um, but yeah, San Francisco, they have weapons. I just feel like Seattle, it's gonna be a high scoring game. To me, honestly, it could go either way. I'm just gonna put my trust in Russ and Lockett and DK and pray for the best.
Well, you couldn't say Carson. See, hater.
Huh?
You're a hater. Carson gonna eat this week. But
Oh,
yeah, I agree, man.
Carson.
They're
Yeah.
gonna have to figure it out one way or another. Seattle's better than this. I just don't like what I'm seeing. They're giving up too much out there,
They're
man.
not better than this because they don't have a defense.
You're right, but all
They
right, you're
are.
right.
They are who they are. What do you want from them?
All right, I got Seattle though. Oh, and this one's at home for 49ers.
Yes.
It's gonna be a tough
They
one.
just had they just had a disappointing loss against the Packers. Wow. And
Yeah.
it's going to be followed up by another one. And it's sad because like golf. I mean, I'm sorry, Jimmy G hasn't played horrible, but like pretty soon, they're
Mm.
going to be harping for their young guy to get in. But hopefully they don't. Hopefully they let Jimmy G play out this season. Um, let Trey come in here and there, and then we'll get to see the kid next year.
I got a good one
Sorry,
for
the
you.
young man. The young man.
I got a good one
What's
for you.
what's up?
Ravens Broncos.
Ooh, what did I pick? Oh, you know what? I took and I'm about to get red for Phil for this. Um,
Going with the
uh,
Broncos.
that's who I was going with, but I was like, you know what? Denver hasn't played anybody either.
Now that is correct, but even though they haven't played anyone, they've still done their job defensively. They haven't allowed in their 3 games any none of those teams to score over 13 points. And last week,
But
of
look
course,
who they were playing.
they shut the Jets out 26-0.
The Jets.
But they're also averaging about 25 points a game.
Give me Baltimore. You
Mm,
just you just made me realize why Baltimore about to smack this team in the face.
okay.
Give me Baltimore.
I-
Did
I'm
you
going
really
Denver.
just say the Jets?
I'm going.
Did
I'm
you?
going.
It's
I'm
the fact that
going.
you really said the Jets as like they blew with. What are they supposed to do with the Jets? If you're a team like when we play the Jets, if we give up, if we even give up more than 10 points, I might cry.
Well,
It's the
they
Jets.
played 3 of the worst teams in the NFL: the Jets, the Jags, and the Giants. That's been their schedule.
Yeah, and Baltimore is gonna. And you wait, who has? Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, we're taking Baltimore.
Mm.
We're taking Baltimore,
I'm going Denver. You can
and
put that down.
you're gonna eat it.
I'm going Denver. I bet you I have a bet more picks right than you.
What you want to bet?
I
Exactly,
ain't,
quiet.
I
Because
ain't
we a
doing.
lot of these are the same. It's going to come down to Minnesota, Cleveland, Washington, Atlanta, Baltimore, Denver, and I
I
should
got
keep Philly for you because you had Philly down.
Denver's gonna win the game. No. I ain't taking Philly. I'll take the Cowboys. No, who Philly playing?
Kansas City.
Kansas City. I got the Chiefs. Um,
Next game, because
but yeah, give me Denver on that one. You'll see. And Teddy Bridgewater looking good.
uh-huh,
Isn't Teddy
uh-huh.
Bridgewater who the Dolphins went after?
He didn't want to play for us.
That was before we drafted Tua, right?
He rather be Drew Brees' backup than our starter.
Do you see what's crazy about that? I mean, I want people to really think about that. The Dolphins try to move up in the draft to get Joe Burrow. They couldn't get him. They begged Teddy Bridgewater to come be their franchise quarterback. He said, "Nah, I'd rather go be a backup somewhere else." Y'all do understand that, right? They wouldn't bring in Teddy Bridgewater in to be no Gap or no Ryan Fitzpatrick. They were actually bringing him in to be the franchise quarterback, and they couldn't even get Bridgewater, and then they had to draft Tua. Yet Herbert was sitting right there all this time.
I mean,
It just
who
gets
would want to
worse.
come and be the quarterback of a team that's basically probably told him like, "Hey, we about to gut everything." And what's the name? I mean, that's when you have to go with the guy who doesn't care about that. And but
Yeah, I get it, but that
he's not
says
gonna
all.
he's not gonna tarnish his like he's still a young quarterback. He's not gonna
That's
tarnish himself for the sake of
that's
for
what's
us.
crazy about it, though.
He's gonna fall in
Tua
score.
wasn't even in the plans in Miami until all their
He
options
was in the
failed.
plans. Don't do that.
So if Teddy Bridgewater would have agreed to come to Miami, they would have drafted Tua.
Huh?
So if Teddy Bridgewater would have agreed to come to Miami, they would have drafted Tua.
Do you think we would have been any better?
And regardless, would they have drafted Tua?
Yeah.
You think they still would have drafted Tua?
Yeah.
You don't believe that. You do not believe that, Vincent.
I
They
do.
wanted this man to come be the franchise quarterback, and he turned us down, which is just sad.
Smart
Tua was our third option,
from
and
a business standpoint. Stop.
we should have went with the fourth one. Oh my gosh.
TD, we here to make picks, not to
No,
diminish to his
nope. I
greatness.
already said it yesterday. At the end of the day, I'm selling this as much as I can because I'm not gonna let my franchise organization that I love do this to themselves, ruin their future. All
What's the
right,
next game?
next one: Steelers, Green Bay Packers. This is an easy one for me.
We thinking Green Bay.
Yeah, of course. I don't know what's going on with
It don't even
Pittsburgh.
matter that it bar the injuries. Like forget the injuries. On both sides of the ball. Um, Big Ben is not Big Ben, and if if
Mm-mm.
you ain't got a QB going up against Green Bay, you better have one heck of a running game, i.e., San Francisco, and Najee has not been able to do it behind that young line, but I think he will down the road
Mm.
uh, pick it up.
So you got Green Bay.
Of course,
Yeah, that's a give in for me.
I might be acquiring Aaron Rodgers soon.
Oh my god. Well, that's a waste.
Let me be
Anyway,
great. Let me
okay.
be great.
Good luck. Um, yeah, that's a give in for me. The Steelers just terrible. All right, next up, the game of the week: the
Of the
Tampa Bay
century.
Buccaneers and the New England Patriots. But it should be an easy one, even though the Bucks come off of that ugly loss. I don't know what you think about that loss,
Um,
which is weird to me.
you know what the beautiful thing about it is that um we can pretty much submit another year where the Dolphins are still the only perfect team. Um, I'm going with Tampa Bay in this game. Um, I don't
Yes,
think I really need to explain why.
I think they're gonna blow the Patriots out.
Um,
21 plus points.
to
I
every
think they gonna blow them out. Brady is coming for blood. They just activated Antonio Brown again, I think. They coming for him. Brady's about to scorch earth on this game.
To every Patriots fan out there who ever celebrated while Brady ran up the score on other teams,
Mm,
just
amen.
remember the memories. Because
Facts.
that's all you will have for a very long time.
You know what I just noticed?
Memories.
Is Brady like literally leading the way with quarterback statistics right now?
Huh?
When I look at all the QB statistics, Brady looks like he is like literally leading the way. Him and Derek Carr, but Brady got 10 touchdowns and Derek Carr got 6. And he got a better completion percentage. Like literally, nobody's recognizing that silently Brady is leading the way for all quarterbacks and stats, pretty much.
Hey, Pete.
Mm, interesting.
Yeah. I try to. There's a couple of Patriot fans that I do know, the ones who tolerate me. Um, Tried to tell them like uh, it's a lot of it's gonna be some tough sledding coming up. But just remember the memories.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the Super Bowls. Um, Remember the good times that you had, because that's all you're gonna have for a while. And this is coming. This is just coming from a friend, not a troll.
Well, I'm
Um,
trolling them.
because I told them when they say certain things and I hear like their verbiage and their speech, I'm like, you really sound like Dolphins fans in the beginning of after Marino left. I said, and y'all don't even realize it. I said, if you don't have a plan, if you don't have, that's the one thing about Green Bay. They always have someone who's been waiting in the helm for years. You're just trying to make
Yeah.
somebody come in and jump into this. And nah. It was cool when Tom Brady was there. People wanted to come and help in what's the name, but I don't think y'all get back to
That's
that
it.
magic.
Your
It's
dynasty
just
is
too hard.
over.
It's just too hard to recreate.
It was never Belichick. It was always Brady.
No.
Yes.
It was a tandem. It was a tandem because it was that Belichick defense that allowed Brady to grow,
Mm.
allowed Brady to stay in those games, allowed Brady to make comebacks. So we're not going to diminish Belichick's part in it all. But
Belichick finna get exposed. That's all I'm gonna say. We
he
got
has a
another
rookie quarterback. What do you want him to do with that? Like, no. Like
get
I could
exposed.
no, no, because like at the end of the day, everyone doing all this, Belichick, he has a rookie quarterback. He still has not built up the wide receiving core the way it needs to be built to be formidable and competitive. Like you don't have Julian Edelman, you don't have a Wes Welker on that team, like you don't have a Rob Gronkowski on that team. So like when people say these things, I'm like, bruh, silently, that team was like put together in a way that was just like wow. And they bent so many rules, i.e., cheating to win. But don't try to make this Belichick versus Brady when when they're not playing fair. Like it's not like an even game. Like we know this.
Read the screen, Finsanity.
It was all Brady. Okay. It was definitely all Brady in that
Goat, the goat
Rams
of
Super
all
Bowl. It was
goats.
definitely all Brady in that Rams Super
It
Bowl.
sure was. They lost. That was on him. You know what? He owns it. But at least he ain't got a losing finals
They
record
didn't
like
lose. They
LeBron.
didn't lose the
Ooh,
Rams
shot
one.
fired. Oh,
They
well,
didn't
at least
lose the Rams one.
he still ain't like LeBron, losing all of them. But
That's
anyway,
that's when that's when the Flores birth of it all came out for us. Stop. Don't
still
do that.
Brady. All right, one more game. We got the Raiders and Chargers.
Um, I got Chargers.
I got the Chargers too. They about to put a number on Derek Carr. Um, yeah. Why you got the Chargers?
Um, I just like Justin Herbert. I like
Oh,
Austin
okay.
Eckler. I like Keenan Allen. I like Mike Williams.
I just wanted to hear the first one you said. You like Justin Herbert. Okay.
But no, to
Um,
be honest, no. Like let's be real. Vegas has squeaked out some wins.
yeah.
Um, But granted, they've done that without their starting running back, which is truly phenomenal. I'm not taking anything away from the Raiders and what they did. There may have been a blown defensive pass interference call, which would
Yep,
have won us the game,
may have.
but we don't have time to speculate on that. We're on to the Colts, but the Ravens didn't execute in the first game. Who did they play in the second game? I don't even remember. That's how bad it was. And then they had us. So I think the Raiders are a team that
They played the Ravens first.
yeah.
Then they played the Steelers.
Okay, so they played the trash bin team. Oh yeah, and they played an
And then
injured
they played
Steelers team,
us. Then
injured
they played
Steelers
us.
defense. Yeah, to me, to be honest, I just think that the Raiders, um, yeah, I don't know what to say about them. I feel like they always start off hot and then they kind of cool off. Um, and then I feel like I don't feel like Derek Carr, he said something about, how it's always a home game in South California, which may be true, but it's not going to be like that for much too longer because the Chargers have
That
a
boy
reason.
Herbert.
They have a reason to believe, and that's all I want. I want a
They have
reason
a
to believe
reason to believe. Why do they have a reason to believe, Insanity? Why do the Chargers have a reason to believe?
they have a really formidable
Yeah.
defense. They have a
Yeah.
really good
Why
defense
else?
that put the Chiefs on skates.
Why else?
Um,
Why else would an
they
organization have a
actually they
reason to
actually
believe?
won with letting go of Melvin Gordon and not overpaying him. So like
Uh-huh.
Austin Eckler's out here balling out. So they
Keep
actually won that
going. You
one.
can't avoid it.
They got a veteran in Keenan Allen who was
Yep.
quietly an amazing wide receiver. And Mike Williams, oh my gosh, he kind of just always flashes. It's crazy because there was a quarterback who maybe had played with Mike Williams in Clemson, but we're not going to talk about who that was.
What else?
Um,
You can't avoid it. You can keep on listing stuff off, but you can't avoid it. You might well get it out the way.
uh,
Yeah, Chark. They just said Chark is expected to miss the rest of the season.
Dang, that sucks.
But they got Herbert, all right. But the Chargers, I have them winning this game too. We're coming up on the 8 o'clock hour, so quickly.
Yes,
Dolphins Colts game. What do you got?
Miami all the way.
Miami wins.
Of course, of
I,
course.
I say
And,
the Miami Dolphins. Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
and I think it's really lovely that they gave Brissett this game before they go out and maybe possibly acquire someone else. I think this is a game we can win.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I saw some things that I like with our defense. I would love to see us be a little bit more aggressive. I get um that we've played very conservatively and I don't like it. But we're still getting turnovers. Carson Wentz is known to fumble, throw a couple picks here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we can
Coming.
start capitalizing off of teams' mistakes and actually getting points on the board. Because everyone's trying to say our defense isn't the same. No, it's just that our offense still isn't capitalizing off of them giving us the ball back. Uh, they don't look the same, but I just feel like they kind of have the same feel. But
Mm,
Jacoby goes out there. I think he'll throw for 2 touchdowns.
nice.
Prayerfully. And I think we win.
Yeah, I got the Dolphins winning this game. I got us barely winning, but we will win. Give us get our hope back for the season. And then on
Mm-hmm.
Monday, help will come. And then when help comes, we'll go on the road with that help to Tampa and beat them. And then when we beat Tampa,
Uh-huh.
everybody gonna forget about the help coming. They're just gonna be like, yeah, we going back to the Super Bowl, baby. Well, we going to the Super Bowl. So help is on the way, ladies and gentlemen. I want y'all to think about this before we get out of here because I gotta run. The two teams with the cheapest NFL tickets right now, the number one is the Jets, and number two is the Miami Dolphins. So help is on the way, y'all. I gotta roll. Yes.
Shout out. Make sure y'all go to MSM, Miami Sports Music. Steven, it
Okay,
should be
go get
going
the remote
live.
for me. Okay.
Thank you guys for having me on, TD. Thank you. I don't know how you're gonna feel after I beat you.
Yeah, you
With
just
these
make
picks.
sure you send me a picture of these picks because I don't want you changing them up at the last minute. But I guarantee I get more picks right than you.
Washington, Detroit, Tennessee, Minnesota, Miami, Dallas, New Orleans, Kansas City, Buffalo, Rams, Seattle, Baltimore, Green Bay, Tampa, Chargers.
Well, that's a W for me. Sorry, I got to run. I got to get this little one ready for his doctor's appointment.
Bye. Fins up.
Fins up. Help is on the way, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming. See y'all soon.